Nakita na?
Oh.
Okay. As consultants to a large organization handling large-scale data breach, so identify 3 things that the organization must do if wishes to regain customers' confidence. So, what? Data breach. It reached over 3 million user accounts. According to the data breach statistics, the largest data breach in history is that one that Yahoo suffered for several years. Not only is the biggest breach according to the number of affected users, but it also feels like most massive one because of all the headlines. Ano ba yan? Hello? So a real estate agent is a licensed professional. Ay, sa'yo, pre. Ay, so, ano na sa'yo? So, can evaluate the positive and inner. Balik tabi. Ano man eh. Ano man makita eh. Ano man eh. Stop share. Again. Handling large scale data breach. So, can evaluate the positive and negative aspects. So, this is the data from Statistica. So, what is data breaching? A data breach is an incident wherein information is stolen or taken from a system without the knowledge or authorization of a system's owner. So, mostly ang atong information ay makuha na nila if dili nato ito totally secured. So, dapat about information when sabot sa atong information ato gini-apply ang double security or triple or pan basta ma-secured ta or di aron dili makita ay dili makuha sa mga scammer sa aron dili nila makuha aron dili nila magamit sa kanang aron dili nila magamit sa datang paagi. 3 things that the organization must do if it wishes to regain consumer confidence. So this is the 3. Empathize with the customer. Second will be have a positive attitude. Third, treat the situation with urgency. So, what to do when this occur? So, how to show empathy in customer support? You can drastically improve the customer experience by taking a few seconds to build a rapport by simply expressing genuine empathy. Here's how. First will be listen carefully. Ato silang paminawon. Be a good listener and try to repeat what the customer says to assure them that you are listening, that You understand their concerns, so imo silang paminawon kay sa ginatawag pa na customers is always right. So imong paminawon ng ilang concerns, dayon imo silang tagaan og kanang ng sugyot or unsa imong ikasulti sa ilang dulog nimo na concern. So second will be smile. So makigistorya ka sa imong customer, so sa imong customer dapat dili ka goal or dili ka dapat masako inana. So tagaan nimo og happiness gani. So it may sound cheesy, but smiling when talking to customers can make a huge difference. So lahi ra gyud og imong silang istoryahan kanang positive gani kay ka, and imong ang imong way nga pagstorya will be with a smile. It comes across over the phone and they will be feel it in your voice. So mabawan mo ginato nga sa atong tingog kung okay ba ta or nalipay pa ta or inanap ba. So when different ni sa pagkwantok na to sa customers, mabawan nila ang imong mabawan nila ka mas nindot kang tuhuan once nga smile ka nga nagstorya nila or na happiness. So positive sila. Positive tawag nagstorya ta nila. So third will be make it your problem. So problema nila pwede siyang mahimong problema nimo kay take ownership of the customer's question. So imong dibdiban ay imong hunaon sad ang ilang mga question. So para imo silang masabtan, especially if it is a complaint. So ang reklamo gani ni. Have a one-on-one relationship with your customers so that they have a point of contact that they can come back to. So aron comfortable sila nga makita nimo as customer sila o ikaw labaw nila. O ug na may kuan ba ni ng relationship sa usag-usa as a customer sila nimo. For allow them to get it all out. When the customer is angry, allow them to vent without interruption. Listen to the person carefully while using the time to figure out what you can do to fix their issue. Paminaon nimo sila even if nasako sila. Imong paminaon ng ilang side. Maybe naa ay reason kanang nasako sila. Imo silang paminaon og tagaan nimo sila tambag. Unsaon pag-fix na ang issue. Fifth will be respectful. Make sure that you talk to the customer with respect. Importante gid kining respect. Imo silang istoryahan with naa kay respeto nila. Kay once good nga mo respeto ka sa mas respeto ka sa usa ka tawo, pwedeng respetohan sa kanila. Mas maayo og respetohan gyud. Never talk down to the customer or talk over them. Approach it like a regular professional conversation and they will appreciate you for it. Sakto gini. Kay ma-appreciate kanila once ang imong way nga pagstorya is respectful and professional gani nga dili ra nga tinambay lang or kanang naagi padulungan ang imong pagstorya nila. Six will be see it through their eyes. Storya ka, makikita mo na to ang customer sa katawo was mag-istorya through eye-to-eye contact. Share your customer's perspective and try to see what they're struggling with and why. What is their end goal and can you do to help them achieve it? Kung imong isulti sa nila kung unsa ang imong matabang nila sa ilang goal or sa ilang planos, sa ilang mga plano. 7. Understand their priorities. Every customer, particularly in an emergency situation, will have a list of priorities. Make them your priorities too and address them in the right order. Mirroring them. So, i-reflect nimo ang imong kagalingan sa ilaha. This will reassure the customer that you know what they want when they are when what they want and are taking of them. 8. Show that you care. Ipakita nimo nga naagid ka care about niya sa imong istorya gud mo. Dapat i-show nimo ang imong empathy. You can build a rapport by showing a personal interest in the customer. Tagagid nimo silang interest, taga nimo siya enough time nga istorya mo inana. Dili kay napugos ra. For example, if a customer says that says they have been sick, show that you care by asking them about their recovery. 9. Begin with a positive statement. So, positive, walay dala ka ko imong beginning ninyo sa inyong pagstorya para mulungtad gani. If the customer has spent some time explaining a frustrating problem, then beginning your response with a short, direct statement intent can gain their confidence. 10th, avoid assumptions. Don't make assumptions about what the customer is telling you. Actively listen. So, sa ikaduha na ni. 10 ways to keep a positive attitude no matter what. First, start gratitude journal. A gratitude journal is a wonderful way to stay positive in every day. Once a day, you jot down at least 3 aspects of your day with which if you feel thankful. They can be as small as being a cute dog on your way to work as large as getting an offer for your dream job. Additionally, it can be something that happened to you and that specific day, such as getting yourself a large latte or something that exists in your life always, like having a family who loves you. So, second, treatment to some care, self-care every day. So it's always important to take care of both your physical and mental health. It can feel overwhelming when you are working a full-time job that requires you to constantly interact with people, whether they be a customer, prospects, co-workers, or manager in high pressure situation. So third, every morning. I start every morning strong. So imong sugdan ang imong buntag sa madasigong pagi. It is easier to maintain a positive attitude all day if you implement it right after opening your eyes in the morning. That dreadful moment when the alarm goes off can lead to irritation. So mostly may tabo gini no nga kana mag-alarm ganita. Di ta maminaw kanang samukan ta maminaw. Ato na noon is set of 5 minutes. Yan di ang 5 minutes ay malapas po yan which sets you on a path to have negative attitude all day. So di na dapat ilungtadon or ipadayon na. So, ano nabalit nito sa first? Four, avoid spreading gossips. So, only say kanang mga katuhuan nga butang. Dili ka ng mga paagis sa mga chismis lang na makawa na credibility. Too many too many gossips slur their bread and buffer. However, the mere act of saying things whether or not they are true behind someone's back that you wouldn't say were fake, negative. So once good nga magtatag inani nga mag-gossip, so pwedeng naay tendency nga dili di tinuod, no? Dayon mo day way nga masuko nimo ang usa ka tawo or maybe ang imong rang coworker nga imong gibutang-butangan og istorya. Di wa day ka tumatuoran. Mag-create gud no ang kag-hate sa uban. Someone point of view your face is negative. The workplace gossip lead to an unstable, unsafe, and disagreeable environment. After all, if you are spreading rumors about your coworkers, chances are they're doing the same about you. Yikes. So, og unsay buhaton nimo, pwedeng mahitabo. Ay, pwedeng mabalik ra ni maghapon. Okay. It can be hard to avoid gossips, but simply refuse to get involved. If someone tries to reveal a dramatic story about a coworker, decline and tell them you'd rather not participate. So, if kabalo gani ka nga mag pamati nimo nga kuan ra ay buot ra or kanang pang backstab ra gani inana dili angay gid nimo nga mo insist ka nga maminaw or maapil-apil kay basin ma-involve kanila. Well, that you may feel odd. You you'll actually find that you feel lighter when not carrying weight of secrets. And when you are talking about other people, you can feel more confident that others are keeping their lips zip about you. And that's reason to feel optimistic. Fifth, crack more jokes. Humor truly that best medicine is the best medicine. Laughter has great short-term result on your mindset and body. According to the Mayo Clinic, laughter can increase endorphins, relieve stress, and release tension. In a long-term laughter, the positive thoughts associated with laughter. Next. 6. On a busy 8-hour day, it can sometimes be difficult to find a serious break. That means leaving the workspace, having meal, or putting away alcohol with work-related information. You're legally allowed to have a break, and you should never feel that like rest period of as jeopardized. So lastly, this is the 20 ways to create a sense of urgency. So first, custom build your own strategy for increasing a sense of urgency. Second, secure stakeholder input and buy into the strategy. Third, don't exhibit panic, stress, or loss of control. Fourth, make smart decisions with confidence and act on them quickly. Fifth, identify obstacles and remove them fast. Seven, I six, establish an outcome-focused culture. Seven, evangelize the importance of establishing a sense of urgency. 8. Clarify the consequences of inaction. 9. Identify the works and remove all that doesn't. 10. Identify causes complacency. Ay, pada. Loading na. Okay, kato na lang. That's all.
Ano ba? Good evening everyone. This is Raquel. So my topic is about the three things that the organization must do if it wishes to regain consumers' confidence. So so every company is need gina sila og kanang mga consultant. Sakto? kanang naro kay klaro ba? Maklaro ra akong tingog.
Oh, maklaro ra.
Sige, sige. Thank you. So, so the number one is the excellence customers service should be offered. So kung naka sa mga kon nga mga industry like fast food chain or kanang sa mga customer kanang like call center agent is kuan gyud siya kanang dapat ang imong kanang pag ang kuan sa customers is kuan gani kanang dapat uptick ba or paspas ka na ganing so dapat ang imong i-offer sa imong mga customer is kuan gyud siya the best gyud siya para kanang nagi quality ba ang imong mga pag serbisyo sa imong mga customer. So mo siya number one. So ingon diri na the customer service is one of if not the most the crucial way organization win the confidence and trust of their consumers. Uh, it's the most direct channel for the communication between the two parties and the hence is the best opportunity for the organizations to stick claim and prove its worth. And then the exceptional consumer service exhibits compassions, a commitment to consumers' interest, and the focus of accountability. It's demonstrate the organization's values. It's the consumers enough to help them through any problems they might be facing with the good or the service. It give the people assurance that should difficult arise, they can count on being cared for, and that is the very foundation of trust. So sa gingon pa na ako ganiya is every company is kanang one of example kay ang kanang sa kanang dira sa kanang customer service kanang sa mga kuan ato one of example kanang sa mga Tech Mahindra mga sila yung mga kanang mga one of example sa mga customer service gani nga cater sila og ah, mga problema sa mga customers and then they give kuan gani kanang ah, result sa kuan kanang taga nila kuan ba kanang solusyon ang problema sa ilang customer. So they give their best sa pag-cater sa ilang mga customers. So number two, request and utilize criticism. So consumers are willing to trust organizations. They must have the kind of stick in the company that sincerely believe their customers matter. And one of the best ways to demonstrate uh, the organizations fit the bill to ask for and act for customers feedback. So kan gid siya kanang dako gid kay siya o kanang impact kung unsay kanang the way paghandle sa usa ka customer service ang iyang gi-face nga lahi-lahi man gid ang kuan ng mga kanang mga consumer gani lahi sila mga feedback gani. So dapat matagan gid nimo og the best uh, in terms sa imo nga paghandle sa customers. So the issue survey ask for the feedback after any survey call, find ways to let customers contribute and improve your operations. It's one of the more effective avenues for letting customers know that you value them for more than their money. So ang ingon pa diri is kanang survey is dira nila ma-evaluate nga sa kanang sila nga customers gani nga ma-concern na sa kwan sa mga consumer gani kanang nawag sila sa kwan customer service kung saan nila pag-handle gani kaya na may usahay kanang sa di nila mahatagag kwan gani value ang sa problema sa usa ka consumer gani or sa ka customers. So mao gina importante gina sa usa ka kwan sa ka company. Then listen what they have to say, and if something they raise resonate with you, or enough a consumer are presenting issues that are similar to theirs, take actions, then adapt the company to your customers' insight. And then it is a great method to show that relationship is reciprocal, and that you want to build trust with your clients by showing them that you're open to their opinion. So as a customer service is need gid mo nga kanang kanang willing ka masabot sa mga kuan ka ng mga clients gani. Then so the number three is the be reachable. Be reachable. So when a consumers contact you with an issue with service, it is your best interest to have a support, rip in touch with them then quickly as possible. So kung kuan kung nakatry mo customer service, so kuan gina sila. Importante kay na sila ang kana ganing quick gani gani nga kanang kung sa ilang kuan is kanang matangan na nilang solution ba ang problema sa usa ka customers. This point is underscored by recurring theme for this list, letting your consumers know their matter. And then be consistently accessible. Don't leave them waiting for so long. And when they get in touch with your support staff, make sure they receive thorough, considerate, patient, and courteous assistance. No matter how furious and customers may be. So your service representatives must remain as cool as collective as possible. So mao na nga kung makasuway ka og kanang mga mga call center, so ah one sa mga usa sa mga gipangita sa interviewer is kanang makita nila nga na kanang task kay pasensya as kanang as one of the representative nga buhandol og mga problema sa mga clients. So dapat mao nang gingon nga don't leave them waiting for so long. So mao nang gingon dito sa mga gingon ako ganiha nga dapat quick resolution din ba sa ilang mga problems. And then be considerate, then patient and courteous assistance. They will understand that you cherish their business much beyond their original transactions if you give them easily available, excellent customer service, and customers are more likely to trust you if they can tell that you care about them. So mas nindot kid nga kung ikay kuan kanang ikay isa ka customer service, so na kanang i-value nimo ang isa ka kuan ka clients. When a consumers contact you with an issue with the service, it is your mana ko miss wala day ko hindi.
Kasi next.
Ako lang next.
Okay.
Kera. I-stop imuha Rosas. So, may three things that our organism must do if wishes to regain consumer confidence. Is first kay have a good attitude. So, when you are interacting with customer, so customers must be kanang you must be friendly, helpful, polite, courteous, and flexible. So kana siya pinaka-importante po na siya sa company kay mao man ginay pinaka vital jud kay mo jud pinaka kuan bitaw kanang pinaka-importante sa company nga kung unsa imong pag-approach, kung unsa imong attitude towards the customer, imong imong kanang kung unsa bitaw imong giunsa nimo pagdala ang customer when it comes kanang bitaw kung unsaon nimo siya pag entertain through interacting kanang every customer. So kana siya kanang usa na siya sa pinakaimportante sa business. So dili lang kay sa kanang kuan ra na siya ma-apply, dili lang kay sa kanang mga gidagmay lang kuan sa mga fast food or sa mga big company. Apil pud na sa kanang kuan bitaw like sa online kung magbaligya ka kanang mga products sa online. So tarungon ginanin mo sila og approach imuhang service sa ilaha unsa mo sila pag-entertain like mag-sales talk ka dira dapat kanang in a nice way bitaw. So good attitude lang good towards sa customer. So mo na siya. Unay usa sa mga pinaka reason nga nganong mudaghan imong customer ug mudaghan ang imong or mudako ang imong imong sales or mo kuan bitaw dako imong sales sa imong company. Then the second one is treat the situation with urgency. So kana siya so naburag natako lang ni siya ni Rosas. So resolving the consumer's problem important. So kana gani ang customer gani kanang bitaw if kanang sa fast food like kanang ang customer kay na siya kanang nang na siya kanang problema sa iyang resibo or wala baron kanang ang iyang gi-order kay naa sa resibo pero pag serve sa kanang iyang product kay kulangan bitaw. So kana siya problem na siya kay kanang kuan bitaw kanang makuan ang customer ba kanang makuan siya nganong nagbayad siya pero kulangan ang iyang kuan. So kana siya importante po na siya kanang kuan bitaw kanang dili na siya pwede pasagdaan kay possible nga mo complain siya dito sa inyong higher nga kanang kuan higher dito sa head office. So kanang as a manager dira or as a consultant ka ba dira sa company or unsa pa ka dira or staff ra ka dira so kana situations need gyud na siya urgency, need gyud na siya i-actionan jud yun na nimo. So tulon ang customer didto tarong siya kuan na sige lang ma'am kana tarang kuan inanaon ni mga customer. So part po na siya sa attitude. So kanang and then the speedy response. So kana siya kanang imuhada yung tong kuan ng customer nga mag-sorry ba ka didto or kana. So mo na siya main reason nga nung mudaghan ang customer kay maybe makakuan sila ilang feedback kay makakuan sila feedback ay nindot diri nga kanang nindot niya company kay nindot ilang service kay kanang mo refund gyud sila kung if ever nga kanang kulangan akong product or or akong sukli kay kanang kuan na short-changing baron or ila yung giuli. So mo na siya. So usa po na siya sa reason nga ang customer nga mo balik-balik gid sa dira sa company or bisag unsa pa na nga company, factory or unsa dira imong mga client baron nindot imong service. So mo na siya ang pinaka reason nga nung mo daghan imong sales or mo nindot ang feedback sa imong company. So kana siya as a consultant ana nga company, so dako kay siyang impact kay if you are kanang kuan naa kana nga strategy bitaw. So kanang improve the customers perception of the company. So kanang survey usa sa na sa reason kanang maka-improve na sa perception sa customer. Kay once nga kanang nindot ang ilahang ilahang nadawat bitaw nga service or nakakuan sila kay ilaha man like for example kanang nindot ihang service dira or nindot manabi man na siya nga kanang ay nindot ilahang staff dira kay friendly kayo, reachable, approachable, kanang buutan kayo kay kanang dili bitaw kanang kuan snubber ana. So usa po na siya sa reason kanang kuan ang usa ka company kay successful bitaw kay tungod di lang kay tungod sa ilahang gina-offer nga kanang product tungod pud na sa mga attitude sa staff or sa mga tao dira sa kanang company mo reflect pud na siya sa kuan sa service kung unsa jud ang company. So kana siya kanang ma-improve ang customers perception company through kanang like mag-survey or kanang example ang kanang survey ang purpose di anang survey kay mara siya kanang kuan bitaw kanang para mabalaan sa company ba kung unsay dapat nila i-improve. So mo na siya kanang way nga kanang kuan bitaw kanang ay kani kanang ang customer di siya ganaha ganang kuan mabalaan sa katong sa company ay kanang poor di among service. So kana siya as a consultant ay kanang kuan bitaw like mura bitaw siya kanang mohimo og strategy bitaw kung unsa joy kanang mas nindot pa jud i-improve sa company. So ang consultant kay mura siya kanang siya magkuan ba maghimo og guidelines or maghimo og kanang mga standards kung unsay kanang buhaton. So but kanang dili sa lang inana lang iyang buhat. So nasud na sa kanang uban nga laing aspect dira sa company like kung staff ra ka dira or janitor pa ka dira. So mo reflect yapon na sa company's record, company's kanang karakter bitaw. So the last one kay kani empathize with customer. So importante ni siya kay kanang it is important for them to immediately empathize with customers' position to create bonds so that they know the concern has been heard and their situation is understood. So ngano man kanang nganong part man ni siya sa kanang pag-grow sa company. Kay once man good nga ikaw as kanang staff dira or kanang employee ka dira then nakay kanang concern sa imong sa mga employee. For example kanang naamo sa government nagtrabaho dayon ay naamo sa kanang sa public sector na trabaho unya kanang kanang naman tay gitawag og PWD o kanang senior o kanang kuan kanang mga pregnant. So part po na sa empathize. So inana no kanang i-prior jud na nato ang mga kuan bitaw kanang PWD or kimpang wala siya dira bungol amang or na dili na siya dapat kanang pasagdaan lang, dapat i-prior na nato sila kay kanang naman sila kanang kuan naman tay gitawag og kanang ng ano bitaw sa kanang kanang priority line baron or priority kuan baron. So mara siya like sa mga senior citizen o sa mga pregnant. So part na siya sa imong pag-concern sa customer. Then most ni sa usa sa reason nga mo-grow ang kanang company kay di man jud malikayan sa usa ka sa mga company nga na jud na inana nga maka-customer kag tigulang mga senior inana although kanang mga sabtunon ilahang batasan, but you have to kanang patience bitaw kay para raman pud na sa company din. So ang kana siya, so part pud sa kanang concerns or empathize sa customer kay when you are kanang kuan, kanang nagtrabaho ka sa fast food unya kanang customer kay kanang dili bitaw siya kanang kuan bitaw kanang na siya allergy sa iyahang na siya allergy. Then kanang you have to kanang kuan bitaw kanang wala siya if wala siya kabalo nga na siya allergy ana nga food nga ipalit siya. So you have to ask the customer kung unsa ba kanang unsa man nga wala siya nga allergy man ko ana nga kanang kuan miss. Allergy ko anang shrimp or crab baron. So kanang you have to kanang kuan bitaw you have to kanang you have to kanang suggest bitaw sa customer nga ay kanang pwede ra nato ni kuhaon ang shrimp ma'am or any other nga kanang kuan ba food nga iyahang makaon para dili bitaw siya like dili bitaw maka-affect sa iya ha. So part yun siya sa empathize with the customer. So nganong nindot man yun siya service. So kani siya kay kuan man gud siya kanang connected siya kanang sa kanang kuan ba kanang like kanang modako bitaw ang kuan ang monindot bitaw ang perception sa customer ana a company kay kana concern kay sila kung unsay kanang makadaot sa customer kabalo gid sila or na mo suggest gid sila or ina mo atiman gid sila ba. So mao na siya kanang mao na akong tulo ka ratings nga kanang para nako maka-improve bitaw or maka-gain og daghang customer og maka-gain og dako nga sales. So that's all. Thank you.
Next na.
Imo ko blind ko an kay 10 minutes na lang sa
Sige. Tata. Silang.
okay. 3 ways. First step is first way are preparedness. The steps an organization takes in advance of a breach to identify sensitive information, implement cyber defenses and detection capabilities, and to develop and test a computer security incident response plan to manage an incident. Most organizations that suffer a material security incident have gone through this phase and have operated under the impression they were covered to an acceptable level. However, often errors in asset identification, security strategies, and incident response capabilities are quickly highlighted during and after management of an incident. An organization will almost always revisit the step after an incident to further improve preparedness, including bolstering cybersecurity controls and response capabilities based on lesson learned. This phase is the beginning and the end of the management of any material incident. Environment validation and business resumption. Reviewing and certifying the successful recovery of the environment is an essential step in assuring internal staff, external stakeholders, and the industry as a whole that your organization has learned and improved from the past breach and is ready to resume trusted business operations. This step is normally performed by a team other than those who perform incident containment and recovery. Post-mortem. Reflecting on the preparedness, detection, and management of the incident to identify what worked well and what requires focus to reduce the likelihood of a repeat incident, identifying recommendations to increase your capabilities to detect and manage future incidents.
Niinay lang. Last naman si Lola noon.
Mana siya? Mana kami Luni? Ay,
Mana,
ako na?
mana, ikaw na.
Ibante.
Okay. Your screen. Uh, Detection the moment ay madungog ra? Dungog ra?
Tumogra ka.
Okay, let's proceed. The moment an organization is alerted about a security incident, whether the incident was detected by organizational security controls staff or by a third party organization or individual. After the detection of an incident, it is critical that it is escalated appropriately to invoke the CSIR plan. Several industry breaches have resulted in increased impact to the victim organization due to the mishandling of detection events which were ignored or not properly routed to the organization's CSIR team. And breach investigation, the monitoring, collection, preservation, and analysis of electronic or digital evidence in an effort to confirm the occurrence, scope, and time frame associated with an incident. This phase of the life cycle should follow applicable legal requirements for evidence acquisition and preservation and assist the victim or organization adhere with legal response and notification obligations as appropriate. Mo na siya ang kuan kanang mostly mo na gina-investigate needed jud ni siya para masana para ara nila makita ang kuan ang pag-trace sa mga kuan or pag-monitor sa mga inganing data. Next, notification and inquiry management. Identifying and notifying affected victims, regulators, and other parties about the breach as appropriate. Identifying regulatory, legislative, contract, and industry good practices assist in determining the requirements, the analysis, and the type of information and contained in the incident and potential impact to the victims will further help determine notification requirements. The reliance continuum. Low is can prepare together and cheer, but perform solo at individual score. Medium, some members are coordinate some of the time. High, most or all of the members was coordinate consistently. Muna siya kan the reliance continuum. Data breach response times. Form and train an incident response team dedicated to managing the breach means the kanang being prepared for training. And second, invest in security automation tools and comprehensive cybersecurity solutions. 3. Create and test several data breach response plans to combat potential breach situations. 4. Decrease file permissions across the board to lower risk and breach vulnerability. The last, implement training programs for all employees to combat phishing scams and other common hacking tactics. 3 ways influence of leadership. Heart, who you are as a collaborative leader, your character and intentions. Utilizes differences and or nurture safety and trust. Head, what you know your beliefs and attitudes about collaborations. Involve others in crafting a clear purpose, values, and goals. And the last, hands, what you do, your actions and behavior during collaboration. Talk openly, empower yourself and others. Mo siya ang gikan or kan siya acronyms, no siya acronyms sa Unite. That's all. Okay na.
Okay na. Di na ito magkuhan.
Stop na ako.
Stop na.